Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to Tech Square. Apple announced a bunch of new stuff in their Worldwide Developers Conference. In the event, they have showcased new features in iOS 14, but a lot of those features seem like a direct copy from Android OS. So, has Apple run out of things to add in the iOS? In our today's video, I will explore that question. Before that, let's see what Apple has added in the iOS 14. Apple has added a new app library in iOS 14. Before, you had to swipe through all of your pages until you got the app you were looking for. In iOS 14, you will get the app library by swiping all the way to the right. App library is basically app gallery on Android, where all the apps installed on your device are grouped in folders according to their category. And now that you have the app gallery, you can finally get rid of some of the pages so that you can reach to app gallery faster. You can also find apps in alphabetical order or search by its name. Now, the app drawer has been on Android since forever. Editing the pages and changing the home screen layout is also present in Android from the very beginning. Although the way Apple implemented the feature is not quite like Android, however, you can't deny where the inspiration comes from. With iOS 14, you can also add widgets to your home screen rather than being on today's view on the side. You could add customized resize widgets on Android for a long time, which now you can do on iOS as well. Well, not all the way. You can't resize them yourself, but there are different sizes that you can choose from. You can put the widgets on your home screen, but you can't put them in the middle. You have to choose a side. Also, you can't keep the left or right side of the widgets empty. But you can put widgets on the home screen of iOS 14. Finally! But that's not all with the widgets. There's more. In the widgets, there is this new widget called Smart Stack, which is basically a stack of widgets intelligently curated based on the apps you use most, and depending on your behavior, right widgets will show up automatically at the right time. You can also create your own stack of widgets by stacking widgets on top of each other. By swiping up or down, you can see the information of those widgets, so it's not exactly a copy from Android, rather an implementation of a feature that has been available on another platform. But things don't end there. There is a new picture-in-picture mode. In picture-in-picture mode, when you play a video that keeps playing in a small floating window while you are using another app, you can recess the floating window or hide it on the side, and the audio will keep playing. This is a feature that directly derives from Android. Then there's a new design overhaul of Siri where it doesn't take up the whole screen anymore. Instead, it takes a smaller portion on the bottom of the screen, much like the Google Assistant. There's more. Like now you can search emoji on the stock keyboard as you can do on Android. There's a new stock translator app which only supports a few languages. But having a stock translator is excellent for quickly translating conversations between two people. Now you can change your default browser app and email app. Finally! There is also another new feature right from the Android, which is App Clips. App Clips is essentially instant apps on Android where you get these little snips of apps that you can access quickly to temporarily use some of its functionality when you don't have the full app installed. There are other bits and pieces here and there you'll find similarities with Android, but the question is, why now? Android and iOS, both operating systems, have been around for more than a decade now. In this period, they have gone through several changes in features, functionality, and many other ways. And both OSs have turned into more mature OS over this year. As they have matured, their features have started to look more similar with each update. And as time progresses, they will begin to look even more similar in terms of features and functionality. And this kind of copying or inspiration, however you want to call it, is required. As the line between platforms starts to get blurry, consumers will be significantly benefited. Many people carry two smartphones, an Android and an iPhone, because they want to have all the best bits that both platforms have to offer. But with each platform taking the best bits from each other, they become more feature-rich. As the OSs become feature-rich and more stable, people would not require to carry two phones. People's experience of using two platforms will not vary as much, and as you get all the good features of other platforms, you would remain in one single ecosystem. So at the end of the day, every changes that Apple has made into the iOS 14 is to keep you in their own ecosystem. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Hit thumbs up if you liked the video and share with your friends. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you love our videos, a sub would be nice. Press the bell icon to get notified for future videos.